All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome back to the opening bell with myself, Tshepo, and this is brought to you by TD Markets. All right, it's a brand new week. There's the last week of this current month, so we're gonna go over the challenge, over the calendar, and see what events we have. Normally, this week tends to be the last week or the first week of the month tends to be a busy week in terms of news events. So we're just gonna go over the calendar, see what news events we have, and see how we can incorporate that to our technicals. All right. This is the calendar that you can get directly from our website, tdmarkets.com. You go under the tools tab, you will find the economic calendar. All right. So as you go over the calendar, all right. So this is Monday the 30th. Today we don't have any significant news. Yeah, we don't have any significant news today, so it should be a clean trading day. And Tuesday, the 31st of May. All right. Let me just check. All right. It looks like we don't have anything. All right. Go down. All right. All right, at 11, on Tuesday at 11, we have the Euro CPI. That's at 11 o'clock. And later on in the day, we've got the CAD GDP. That's at 2:30. All right. So for the CAD GDP, they're expecting a change. For the Euro CPI, they're expecting changes. CPI, one of the important drivers in the economy, it's consumer price index. It measures inflation. GDP also one of the important events. They're expecting a change. So at 2:30, the CAD, we've got GDP. All right, and that's on Tuesday. So the Euro CPI at 11 and the CAD GDP at 2:30. All right, and then Wednesday in the morning, 3:30, we have the AUD GDP, right? Quarter on quarter, year on year, they're expecting a change. So the AUD GDP, that's at 3:30 in the morning. And we have later on in the day, we have the CAD BOC interest rate decision, all right? That's at 4 o'clock, the CAD interest rate decision. And that should be all. Yeah. So on Wednesday, we've got the AUD GDP, all right, that's at 3:30, and then we've got the CAD interest rate, that's at 4 o'clock, right? And then we go over to Thursday. Thursday, we don't have anything on Thursday. Yeah, we don't have anything significant on Thursday. Only the ADP, non-farm employment change, but other than that, we don't have anything on Thursday. And then on Friday, this is gonna be the first Friday of June, so we know we are gonna have NFP, and so there's gonna be NFP for this Friday. All right. So at 2:30, we've got the NFP. We will not have the CAD employment event this Friday. It's probably gonna be next Friday. So this Friday we only have NFP at 2:30. That is the US NFP. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, these are the events for the week. All right, quite a few events for this week, but nonetheless, it's okay. We're gonna go over to the charts right now. All right, and the first pair that we have here is Euro Swiss. Euro Swiss is trapped in this corrective structure. All right. Now, this corrective structure is still developing, right? A few things can happen in this corrective structure because it's still developing. The first scenario is this can give us one more leg down that will break this low and then push up again to go back to the top, and then from there continue the impulse. This is the first scenario of how this correction can play out. It's still in the middle. It's still developing, so it can give us one more push down, one more push up, and then a drop. Your opportunities would be on this low and this high, right? Not this move to the downside. Could be if the market comes down, if the market from this first scenario where it comes back down and break that low, there could be an opportunity somewhere around here, and then around, if it goes to the top, could be an opportunity around the top. All right, so this is the first scenario. The second scenario is that it can easily go back up, right? This could be the low. It can easily go back up, get to that high, and then complete the correction and then drop. So your opportunity could be above there at the top, right there, right? So we've got two scenarios. Either it's going to give us the first scenario or the second scenario, but the leg that you'd want to focus on is this one to the downside. You'd want to focus on this push to the downside. Whether it gives us the first scenario or the second scenario, you'd want to focus on this push to the downside. All right, so that's how Euro Swiss is forming. All right, and the second one here is CAD JPY. All right, so CAD JPY, it's also in the middle, right? It's basically, yeah, it's basically in the middle of the structure. So also we've got a few scenarios, right? At this point, the direction is not yet clear, but we've got a few scenarios. The first scenario is that this is gonna continue going up, right? This is gonna continue going up and then break above this channel and basically give us a structure like this. All right, where opportunity could be around this area to the downside. That is the first scenario. All right, first scenario, we could get this. So there could be a trading opportunity to the upside, provided that we get trading opportunity, right, that move to the upside and then run around that area, a further drop, right? First scenario. Second scenario, because it's also in the middle, and we still have this as our descending structure, right? We can easily see the market pushing back to the trend line, reject, and then drop again. That's the second scenario, right? We've got two scenarios on these pairs because they are still in the middle of structures. So once the market is in the middle of structures, it can develop any structure it wants, but you as a trader, you need to understand which sort of structures it can develop, right? So we've got this first scenario and we've got the second scenario. So let's see how the market is going to move from there. All right, and then the last one here is NZD-JPY. NZD-JPY, it's also in a corrective structure. Anywhere around this area, you should be focusing on more downside. All right, so anywhere around this area, we're expecting this corrective structure to complete and this overall trend to continue to the downside. All right, if there's any changes, the structure will indicate if there's going to be any changes. But from what we see right now, this correction should complete probably this week, and we should start getting a move to the downside. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's your opening bell, today's opening bell. We've got the Euro Swiss, we've got the CAD JPY, NZD JPY. We went over the economy calendar. There's a few fundamentals that we are going to have, so just keep an eye on that. All right, so that's it for the opening bell, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good luck and take care.